Good day, good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you very much for joining me. I will start off like this so you can see your three piles. So it's a pick a pile. Today is a 111 day. So 1111. Very strong spiritual number, very strong guidance, very strong protection. Also about balance and harmony. And we are going for a lot of change right now. Transformation is evident in most of our lives. So this time of the year, with winter going into spring, our winter solstice will be coming to an end mid-February time. So we haven't got much longer to just transmute our energy, to change things, to release things, to spend time. So what is it that we want to know? What can we have some guidance with? So what is your pile today? So the first pile, number one, will be I make way for miracles. And I've taken some crystals with each of the pile. And so pile number one will have an amethyst. And I make way for miracles. Pile number two, is I trust in my gifts. So if you feel called to that, that will be the pile number two. And the crystal with pile number two came out as the solidite, a solidite crystal. Oh, it's a bit of a jumpy solidite crystal. So that will be pile number two. You can make your decision. And pile number three is you are worthy. And we have a bit of a matchy crystal with this one, which will be, not amethyst, will be this green one here, which is our lovely, can you see it here? Just want to get it up to the camera. Goodness me, I can't see what it is. Hang on. It is our aventurine, jade aventurine. Green aventurine, not jade, green. Okay. So that one will be on You Are Worthy. And you can see here as well, I have pulled 3 energy cards that are sitting with each one of your piles. So I will turn those over to begin our reading. And we will use some other oracles that I'll prepare with each pile, as well as our tarot. So you make your choice. See you soon. Okay, welcome, pile number one. I'm just doing a little bit of Palo Santo. Let's see, beautiful for us, ready for our reading. So you chose I Make Way for Miracles. I make way for miracles. And we have got beautiful purple, so intuition, very strong in this energy. And we had our beautiful amethyst as well. So I'm going to read for you a little bit of detail on the stone, because it's always good to learn. We're all about learning here at Words of Wisdom. But also, what is our amethyst about? Well, maybe a majority of you, many of you may know that it's all to do with intuition. Absolutely is. But it is extremely powerful. It's a very protective stone with a high spiritual vibration. It is about being able to transmute your energy into love. So if you are feeling a little bit unsure about somebody, and trying to find a sort of a nicer way to think of them, what have you, love them a little bit more, whatever it might be, take an amethyst stone and hold that with you, and that will certainly help you. It's a natural tranquilizer. And its serenity enhances higher state of consciousness and meditation. So when you're doing your meditations, try and remember to have an amethyst with you as well. It has very strong healing and cleansing powers. So if you're feeling that you need to enhance your spiritual awareness, this is your stone. If you want to cleanse in some way, then this is your stone. Amethyst opens to another reality. Okay, so it is used at a higher level. It's extremely beneficial to the mind, calming and stimulating as appropriate. So use it when you meditate, as I said. It's a spiritual stone promoting love of the divine, giving insights into its true nature, and encouraging selflessness and spiritual wisdom. It opens intuition, it enhances your psychic gifts, as we all know. So it's an excellent stone for scrying as well. So it was quite interesting how I was picked towards the stone for this card, which is all about miracles. So a beautiful sort of connection between this energy right now. So obviously it balances and it connects the physical, mental and emotional bodies as well. Links you in that way to your spiritual awareness. It's that third eye chakra, that understanding. So very lovely. Thank you for that. So I make way for miracles. Now, as you know, I just go along and I get a feeling. I call in the energy and we'll see what it is that you are getting guidance for today as you make way for your miracles, for your change in your transformation. So as I showed you in the introduction, I also pulled out a energy card. And I haven't had a look at it and what have you. And your energy card under pile number 1's I make way for miracles is storm warning. And it is a number 10 as well. So there is definitely something, you know, I'm going to say it because I'm hearing it. You do know that whenever we have got something that is going to be completely amazing on the horizon and everything is going to start to work and what have you, often we get a test. Often we have to have a little bit of a sort of a lesson or something. We have to clear some energy. We have to really make space. And often a storm will do that. I mean, often I look out when I'm doing my readings and it's pouring with rain, it feels like it's all having a bit of a cleanse. So this reminds me a little bit of having a cleanse, something that is happening. And as we have been talking, pile number 1, in previous readings, you know, right now at this very moment, at this snapshot of this time frame before spring starts up, we have got this final bit of the year of the snake and into the year of the horse, this final transformation, this little pop over that bridge, that last little step, the last climb up to the top of that mountain. And so now we have a storm warning. So I don't feel like it's going to be a bad thing. It's just going to be something that you are going to have a little test with. So I definitely had that today. So this might be my pile as well with you guys, but definitely a little bit of a, oh, I can't believe this, you know, something is bubbling, something is happening. And, you know, you can be fearful of it or you can accept it and say, I'm protected. I'm brave, I'm strong, I'm courageous. I'm not the same person I was last month or a year ago. I am ready for my change and I am willing to accept this into my life. Okay, so it could cause a bit of destruction or chaos, but it could be to make way to clear something very much for you. All right, so let's go and have a little read of our number 10 then for storm warning before we go ahead and find some more oracle. The difficulty is coming closer and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Remember? So consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself, take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm does pass. Always remember you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. And we'll say the affirmation, I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what is going on, I can be strong and confident and self-directed. So as you make way for these miracles, you have clearing to do, you have something that needs to be cleared out, then you need to, you know, be ready and aware of that. All right, so let us get a one of these cards as well. There it is there for us as guidance. fragmented energy. So right now you are feeling very much the situation. All right. And this is because you are making way for your miracle. You are. That door is going to be flung open. You've got to be ready for it. Okay. Remember the intuition right now. You're feeling this. Intuition often is linked to your gut feeling. All right. So fragmented energy has to be dealt with. Okay. Let's just have a little read of our book. Where is it? No, I can't find it. Yes, I can. Fragmented energy. So number 6. And funny, it's fragmented energy is the next card along from fear. And we've just read about that. You can't fear this. You have to accept it. So this card shows a woman wading through high water with puzzle pieces all around her. She is part of the puzzle and her own picture is not complete. Like the woman on the card, you may feel like you're pushing against the current with the pieces of your life all over the place. This card reveals a split in your energy and your attention. You may have too much to do with tasks of your personal or work life completely taking over. If you're hurrying through life and frantic about getting everything done, you are fragmenting your energy. Balance is necessary now. It's time to slow down, reduce your have-tos and give yourself a break. If you don't, your agitated energy will block the very achievements you're working so hard on. So the other message here is that you may be looking at too many options when considering some future projects. You have lots of good ideas that may take you into different directions, but this indecision splits your energy, slows you down or stops you. So make some specific choices and set up a plan and choose the path that calls to your heart. You can always change things later, but now is not the time to be fragmented. It is the time to focus. Beautiful. Very good. So that's lovely for us. Okay, let's have a little look again for some I'm looking for, what am I looking for? My words of wisdom, I thought it was. No, it's going to be this. All right, so we are going to get some guidance from our sacred traveler as well. So as we're doing this, what can you guide us with in terms of how to deal with this storm warning, this fragmented energy? What can we do, please? There it is. Surrender to your journey. So by surrendering, okay, this will help you. And look at the purple. I was just called to this purple very much for this deck. So intuition is really pulling you and guiding you. You need to release control. I'm going to read this to you as well, our sacred traveler. If I can find it. You need to release control. Surrendering to your journey. It's time to let go. All is well. The Creator is at your side. You don't have to do it alone. Your life is guided. This is not the time to try to control the details of your life. Let it flow. There are times to hold on, but this is the time to completely surrender. Surrender to the greater forces of the universe. Let go of wanting to control your future. Simply turn your challenges over to the spiritual source. The Creator will escort you on your journey. The sacred traveler wants you to know surrendering is not giving up. You're not yielding to a force outside yourself. You're opening to your soul. By releasing hold, you allow the creative forces of the universe to spiral through you, which brings inspiration and direction into your life. Sometimes the journey goes a different way than expected. When it does, don't resist. There are times you can see the path, but don't know where it leads. Not knowing where you're going can activate inspiration, insight, and creative juices. You cannot discover new oceans and distant vistas unless you have the courage to let go of the shore. This is why you're making way for your miracles. So you don't have to do it all yourself. Support is all around you. Simply open your heart and allow it in. All right, so that's very beautiful. Surrendering to our journey. All right, let us get some ethereal insights. See what is going to be coming. Oh, hello. I love you unconditionally as well, Spirit. And I love you unconditionally card. that lovely? There we go. All right. So let's have a little look. What is this about? It's about your wealth, financial focus, new income. So that could be what the Warriors, okay? Maybe it is truly about projects that you are trying too many things. Maybe you need to really just step yourself back to focus, but it is about building your wealth, financial focus. You've also got something about a long period, at least a year. You've been working on something. So maybe all of last year, you know, this has been on your mind, you've been working on it, you've been trying to get this done. Maybe this is why there's a bit of a storm warning about it now. Maybe you didn't take the leap of faith because you were a little bit fragmented but hesitating. You need to release control of it. Stop overthinking, stop worrying. Maybe it's not about focusing on the money, I'm hearing. Okay, we've also got being your true self, being authentic, who you are. Maybe that's what you need to be focusing back onto. You've forgotten about that. Why did you start that thought process? Why did you want to do that? What was that about initially? You know, maybe bringing it back to that thought will allow you to stop overthinking and worrying about the financial side of things, because it hasn't worked in the way that you needed it to work, that you're worrying about. So it could be very simple. You know, you've started your business, but you know, you're trying too many things at once, or you feel like you've got no time. Time can be a big issue. You don't have a lot of time to work on things. Maybe you're trying too much. Perhaps you need to just take it back to the basics. Remember the why. Why did you start this? What was it about? Perhaps that's, and you know, release control to the universe. The universe has your back. You know, making ways for miracles means being very open and ready to be guided. And perhaps that is what is coming about now in your thought process as we enter into this new chapter. And it certainly will help you to stop, you know, overthinking things, having this fragmented energy, and just coming back to being, you know, who you are, why you are doing this, what it is you want. It's, remember, it is about your journey after all and what you want, okay? So that's really very important for you to know. I'm being told to get you an angel card as well. Let's see what our angels are saying for pile number 1 as you make way for your miracle, because it can come. So let's see what the angels are gonna say to you. Right, keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer. Okay, Mystique, coming out of this dark period into the light, almost like coming out of winter into spring, coming out of this old year into a new year, old chapter into a new. It's this movement forward. You've got to trust in this. So keep going, keep charging ahead. Okay, remember the reason why you started this in the first place. You also have, interestingly, Daniel, and I am the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you now. Now, this is a relationship, partnership kind of card as well. I don't know your situation. You take what resonates with it, but you know, it could very much have been a situation where you did become a little bit unstuck, and you sort of, maybe it is because of a partnership or a marriage or a situation that you're in with somebody else, and that this other person who maybe didn't see your vision, it often happens, or didn't really support you, or made you feel like you weren't going to get there, that happens. And maybe this has just started to bubble up again. Maybe there's something that has come back around and what have you. And you need help in this situation with marriage. And it's, when we talk about marriage, we can talk about it as a partnership as well. He said Daniel is here assisting you right now. You are being guided. Trust in that, you know. And sometimes you can't always expect your loved ones to have the same vision that they have. You know, it's not always going to be the case. Okay, I'm being told to take some Cozy Witch Tarot for you. Let us get some confirmation from Tarot. On this new financial focus, this new situation, being your true self, could you give us some guidance, please? As we make way for our miracles, what can we have some guidance? Release control, we know. But how can you give us some guidance, please, or confirm? Okay, expect miraculous solutions to appear, says Mystique. So you're making way for this miracle. Okay, you're making way for this miracle. Here it is here. We have light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. And look here, there's the full moon. So we've just literally been through our beautiful full moon. We have a new moon coming up and then another big full moon. So very important between your cycles of your moon. Go, 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 go. And then we also had the Nine of Swords. We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes, but it was in reverse. And all the swords are there. They're all on the wall very clearly, okay? And it's just sleepless, a little bit of worry and fear. But I think you're overcoming this now. I think you know that it's time to charge ahead. And maybe, you know, if you have a different sort of attitude of less worry, your loved ones pick up on that. And maybe they'll have a little bit more, you know, patience or understanding. It is difficult sometimes to get other people to see your vision. As much as they love you, it's not always going to be the easiest of to try and convince people. So that is a very important message for somebody here who has chosen pile number 1. You are making way for your miracles. So release your control. Remember your authentic self, who you are, what you want, what you need. I mean, it's been a year or more that you have been really wanting this. And because of other commitments, other situations, other people, maybe that's why your energy was a little bit fragmented. But now you're feeling it all bubbling back up again. It's starting to take, and you need to keep charging ahead. Your miraculous solution will appear. And, you know, release control to the universe. Let the universe guide you. I think maybe you are feeling that right now already. So that is the pile. It is going to be a good option for you. It is. Let's just check. I will get these little cards as well, just to confirm. Can we have some positive detail? Yes, change. There it is there for you. Change. So it is about the change. And look, you know, the sort of winter, autumn, the leaves, you know, falling off the trees, coming about maybe since autumn time that you've been feeling that this has got to change. Something's got to change. You haven't been happy. And there's creativity. So use your creativity. You know, it's been, you know, a lot of people right now are getting into this very creative way of moving stagnant energy, of really trusting their calling. They're feeling it. You know, maybe it's something you've always wanted to do. Paint, I don't know. But make things, be creative, or just be creative in your life, making those changes as you go along. You're making way for your miracles. Definitely, definitely. All right, well, there we are, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. Words of wisdom, pile number 2. 2 is all about duality, about harmony. Okay, so maybe that's why you chose the number 2. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of 2s around, but we're going to talk now about your card that you chose. I trust my gifts. I trust my gifts. So what are our gifts? You know, your talents, of course, your 3D talents, the person you are. But if we're thinking on our spiritual level, your gifts of knowing, your gifts of healing, other gifts that you might be very much tapping into, because we've got this sort of spiral effect, which is a very strong energy spiral. So you trust your gifts. And then we also got our, where is it? Got the amethyst. This stone here, which is our, I've got to get the name right, Sodalite. So this is our Sodalite. You see it? Okay. And I wanted, and I matched that with this card, I Trust My Gifts. And I just want to see if I can very quickly. I trust my gifts. I just want to, I've been being told to just get the book. Gosh, I haven't done that for a while. It's this book, isn't it? Yes. I Trust My Gifts. '54, which is a 9. So very interesting, where we're going to this very last part of the year of the snake, which is a 9 year, into the year of the horse, which is a year of 1. And today is the 11th of the 1st, 2026, which is a 1 year. So we have our 1111 portal activation today. Very strong energy, and that's about balance. It's about harmony. It's about this sort of, it is about being guided, protected. It's very divine. It's a very divine day. So it is, if you've chosen I Trust My Gifts, and I said to you, it could be your spiritual gifts and what have you, I am not surprised you chose this on today's reading for 1111. So you have a unique combination of skills and talents. There's no one in this world quite like you. All of the circumstances you have faced and all the challenges you have overcome have allowed you to reach deep into yourself and uncover your strengths. For this reason, there are parts of your story that can be a great light to the world, tender aspects of your own inner healing and transformation that can act as inspiration for others. Which is as it should be, because gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. Sharing your gifts often takes confidence and bravery, but when you realize that you have the opportunity to be of light, service and inspiration to others, it brings a whole new meaning to sharing the talents that you were born with and the skills that you have refined over time. And if you've been asking the universe how you can be of greater use, tune into your story and realize whatever you have faced and overcome holds the key to embodying an even brighter light and shining it out into the world. Vibe of the day, sharing my unique story and skills is a gift to the world. I am absolutely, I've got chills right now, because today I literally learned something that it has been part of my story, and I am absolutely, well, it wasn't just today, it was last night actually, and it sort of culminated in today, and it's been so profound, and I am absolutely still so gobsmacked about the whole thing, and I just feel like this is an amazing, amazing day for me. And I am sharing my stories, my gift with you guys. And if you chose pile 2, perhaps this is you and I connected for that reason. And it's really important that you allow this energy, this guidance, this love from Source to come through and just really be part of your journey right now. So I wanted to share that anyway. So thank you. All right. So we've also got then this beautiful Sodalite crystal that is on top of your card. Pile number 2, and this is Sodalite clears electromagnetic pollution, okay, but it is also good for group work, which is interesting because I just said if we're in our network, but it encourages rational thought, objectivity, truth, and intuitive perception. And that's exactly what with the situation I found out about today. And it's just really giving me that whole feel of, this sort of encouraging of my rational thought and my objectivity, but also truth and intuitive perception. It also, together with the verbalization of feelings. So as it calms the mind, it allows neutral information to be received. Soul Delight stimulates the release of old mental conditioning and rigid mindsets and creates space to put new insights into practice. So new insights, so trust your gift, trust how it's making you feel, trust where it's leading you. It's one of the stones that brings shadow qualities up to the surface to be accepted and without being judged. No judgment. And I just turned this over because it was a card that I popped into the page, and it says shift your perspective. Shift your perspective. All right. So beautiful. Beautiful stone to go with I trust your gifts. So let us also now have a little look at our energy card that I had next to I trust my gifts. It is Fourth Chakra Archangel Raphael. No surprise. Beautiful healing. Our beautiful healing angel. Now he was in a sort of a reverse position, so I will read it to you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 38. Magic, 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 magic. Always magic on this table. I'm so blessed. 38. So our beautiful fourth angel, Archangel Raphael, is about love, compassion, and self-acceptance. So the tender vibrations of Archangel Raphael reminds you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. It's also about you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It also could indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and to grow. Now, in the reverse side of things, it is about indicating of the block of the heart chakra, the flow of the heart center energy. Now, I don't feel that for myself at all. Okay, so somebody might have needed to hear that, and I have put him upright onto the table. So it is just as I am reading this, I'm just sharing with you. Maybe there is someone here that is still feeling a little bit blocked, but whether it's recent or not, this blocked energy stops you from caring for yourself and attracting love from others. So it always is about timing of healing. Ventilate in your journey, release with intention, and be clear and happy and self-loving for yourself. So love yourself, give yourself the approval you used to need from others, and the healing will take place and happiness will return. And that's really quite true, actually. I was just thinking as I was reading that to you, when I found out the situation I found out about my particular circumstance, I did immediately go to, maybe you've made a mistake choosing me as the person that's supposed to help another person. And that's not really the right thing to say, is it? Because Spirit don't make mistakes. Never. It is always to do with you all learning. And absolutely, I was needed. And it was for me more than anything. So I've got to remember that. Take it always back to yourself. Take it always back to yourself. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? I'm going to take us an angel card. We have got our beautiful Archangel Raphael, but I'm being told to take some more angel cards for our trust in your gifts. Shift your perspective. Exactly what I just did when I told you my little story there, my thought. Ah, there we go. All right, so beautiful cards. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. So it is about you. And a happy move to a new home or a place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So something is shifting. Your perspective will usher in new energy. Your shift for these gifts, the shift in your heart center, the shift in the healing, you'll suddenly recognize that, oh my goodness, it doesn't affect me. I'm absolutely, and you are the star here. You are the one that can reach for what it is you want now. Things are going to be changing. Let us take a quantum oracle and see what else you'd like to give us as guidance, please, on pile number 2. For I trust in my gifts. I'll shift. You do deserve the best. Reach for the stars, for your dreams now. Absolutely. So make sure it's all about gratitude. Where you are, how happy you are, everything to do with gratitude. Remember that. That is your gift. Everything you've learned is your gift. So be grateful for it. And when you're grateful for yourself and grateful for your healing and grateful for the guidance and grateful, everything starts to make sense. There's no longer any fear. And you've also got here a loving woman, but it was in reverse. So there could be something about still yourself. Be more loving for yourself, or allow that person that is trying to show you something. Maybe you're not letting that person, that loving woman, a woman in your life. And it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a feminine energy, someone. And so what is a feminine energy? It is nurturing, it's caring, it's loving. And if you've got a bit of a reversal, maybe it's time to just consider to shift your perspective. Okay, shifting your perspective. Let me just read the loving woman to you. Where's people? Number 6. When this card is reversed, joy and sweetness start to drop away. It could be you disconnect with an old love or a dear friend. There may be a woman in your life who's difficult, judgmental, even working against you. So speak your truth. Know you deserve respect. Your soul longs for you to thrive in a light or mutual honor. If you've been settling for dismissal or mistreatment, it's time to let go of the relationship. Okay, so very, very clear and honest with yourself, shifting your perspective. You deserve the best. You do. You have these beautiful gifts and talents. Don't allow somebody else to put fear in you or dismiss you or make you feel less than, because that's not what you want to be doing. All right, I'm just going to get the cosmic insights. For I trust my gifts. What are these gifts? What is happening here? Oh, an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So that could be you or somebody. Maybe it's something to do with this loving person. But anyway. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you are ending your cycles. Okay, so the new can come in. Okay, you are ending these cycles. This one didn't want to come out. You are ending these cycles. That's what this is. So you need to trust in this. Fate, karma, something is ending. So earth sign, if you are an earth sign, then this is just confirmation for you that pile number 2 is indeed your pile. Is indeed your pile. And you know, when we end cycles, sometimes it can be a bit painful. But it's got to end in order for new beginnings. We've also got here someone else, someone in the middle, someone trying to sabotage and figuring out sexuality. So all I can think of in terms of this is this loving person, this person that maybe has been dismissive of you, that really is still maybe somebody a bit younger than you that actually doesn't understand how you're feeling about the situation here. Okay, that can happen a lot when we're on a spiritual journey, and we need to shift our perspective always. Really important to be able to do. Okay, I'm going to just get here. I feel like I want these Witch's Tarot, Daily Tarot, just for confirmation of what is going on. When we're trusting our gifts, you know, it's very magic. And our healing, and we're following what we need. I mean, being guided by the stars is beautiful to be able to think of, isn't it? All right, so we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, you are going forward. You are battling. The sword is raised. You're thinking very clear, much clearer now. You know, almost you're sort of cutting off things. All of these birds that are flying here, all messages, they are all help, guidance. You're following, you're very determined, and we'll read that now. And also the Hanged Man. So let me just read these two to you so we can get a very clear understanding of what this is. There's someone else in the middle sabotaging. The Hanged Man as we know, just because you haven't moved in ages doesn't mean you're stuck. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. No one is ever truly stuck, but there are definitely times when it feels like it. So exactly that, you know, maybe overcoming this fear, shifting your perspective, knowing that you have undertaken your healing really will bring about this move, a happy move, a new job, a new place to live, moving on, you know, moving forward. And as I said, you know, this number 9 is that last year, and this is what is our shift right now. We've got to remember that. And our Knight of Swords, ready or not, here I come. He appears in a reading. He often represents a younger man. There are times, however, as a knight is a white horse riding and rescuing a damsel. Either way, you are probably going to have to rescue him or let him rescue you. Or you could just watch him chase that idea, whatever it is. Unless, of course, you have an idea of your own you want to chase, in which case charge. So if you are wanting to chase something yourself and you're ready for something, then go for it. You know, but I'm feeling it's somebody else because of the fact that someone in the middle is trying to sabotage this. But this is an end of a cycle, a new beginning. I feel like this is your last chance, last place, last part, last situation that you need to be thinking about. Let's see if we can get any more detail on this Knight of Swords person. You're following your stars, you're healing your heart. And if you're not healing your heart, you need to start doing that right now. Okay. Yeah, use your intuition, and it is your soulmate. There is a new soulmate coming in. There is something to do with someone that is going to charge you, maybe a bit younger than you. And, you know, soulmates don't have to necessarily be love partnerships. But because this has got the hearts with the cat's tail, I'm going to suggest that maybe it is somebody that might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might know of them. They have been figuring themselves out, but it's time, you know. And whoever was in between you in terms of maybe your intuition was very much on point about this, but by shifting your perspective, by understanding what you know to be true about yourself, your gratitude, okay, has made this a happy change, and that change is going to benefit you. It is up to you, and use your intuition now. Okay, go with your gut feeling. It's very important. Wow. Beautiful. And I think we talked about that with the Solidite as well, the crystal. Let's just get these cards as well. See if they will give us a little... Oh, hang on. Let's see if they'll give us a little detail on this situation. Okay. We have the moon, sacred wisdom. So the high priestess. All right, so there's something here, and I find, because we've got the star as well, and we have the moon, there has something maybe been a little bit hidden, a little bit, I feel like this maybe the third person that tried to sabotage or whatever, but it is the feminine side of things, so it is about, you know, worry, anxiety, and the feminine energy, but it's also about intuition again. So maybe you've known about this for a while. Burn or be burned, so there's your Tower. Okay, so it is time to make a decision regarding this situation, and be kind, but don't people please. Be kind, but don't people please, because this is your destiny. Destiny is calling you right now. So be kind, but don't people please. And finally, you have taking charge. The Emperor, be courageous. And it came out, you know, on top of intuition and fate and karma. Now this taking charge could be very much, I feel like that energy here. Okay, so this knight could very well come in as a younger person, but absolutely an Emperor energy with a strong conviction of change and wanting something different. Being bold, brave, self-aware, passionate, and extrovert, inspirational. So you choose, you decide, you'll know what I'm talking about. Does resonate with you? Could be your soulmate. You might feel like they are your soulmate. And this move, this change, this seeing things from a different perspective. Trust your gifts was the first card out. So that's what we have to do, pile number 2. I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will see you again very soon. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3. Power of 3. 3 times 3. That's a very magical number as well. Of course, on today's magical day of the 11th of the 1st, 2026, where it is an 11/11 day, we have got pile number 3. You have chosen. You are worthy. And you are worthy. Look at that. You've been filling your cup. Filling your cup. And when you fill your cup, you have lots to share. Beautiful, beautiful card. Filling your cup. You are worthy. Know that. Know it without a shadow of a doubt. And we have got Solidite, this beautiful green crystal that matched my card. Very lovely. Now, Solidite is... what am I calling Solidite? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Aventurin. I don't know where I got... That Solidite was the last... Aventurin. It reinforces your leadership qualities and decisiveness. All right. It is, what else? It is stone that brings together intellectual and emotional bodies. So that's quite interesting when we've got it with you are worthy. Your emotional and intellectual side of things. It also calms anger and irritation. It stimulates emotional recovery and enables living with one's own heart. I love that. Physically, it promotes a feeling of well-being. It regulates growth. It balances male-female energy and encourages regeneration of the heart. So that's very beautiful. And in pile number 2, we had our lovely Archangel Raphael come out. And, you know, that's exactly what he did. He's the healer of your heart. Spiritually, it protects the heart chakra. Interesting. Guarding against psychic vampirism of heart energy. All right, so your green aventurin is a comforter, a heart healer, a general harmonizer. It brings back things into control. It's useful in malignant conditions. It settles nausea and it dissolves negative emotions and thoughts. It's an all-round healer. So there we go. And I also have got this card that was in the book, and it just stayed on my table. So my light attracts light. Beautiful. Exactly. So you are worthy and your light attracts light. And that is something that is going to be very important, I'm feeling, for you to know today and to believe today. And let us see what your energy card is. Contract. Now, it was in reverse, so that's an interesting one. But look at that. Balance. And that's exactly what this Aventurin was talking about, balancing male and female energy. And I talked about the 11/11 day, and 11 is also about balance and harmony, as well as your protection and guidance from source. So when we think about that, you can see here her eyes are blindfolded. And, you know, she's just trusting in holding this balance, this knowledge that she has, this wisdom. And if you remember, we talked about that with this Aventurin being the emotional and intellectual side of things as well. And look at the card that has come out from our energy card. I will read that for you straight away. And you will take what resonates. Number 6. So the contract card reversed indicates an ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings of a delay and perhaps even possible disappointment. So this is why it's really important to remember you are worthy. Your light attracts light. So you are the one that is going to benefit, even though it might not feel like it. You must remember your worthiness. Don't give up hope. However, this delay may provide purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. So you are, it cautions you not to be desperate. Okay, don't be needy. Don't, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome. Continue taking continue taking action, even if it's in another direction, and your patience resolve will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember you deserve to be honored. You are worthy. Remember that. This is absolutely, I'm sweating. So Phoenix energy right now, goodness me. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. There we are. So let us get some quantum oracle. Oh, straight away. Peace. Peace, exactly. But I love this card because you can see here the two beautiful swans in the distance here. And swans often portray a divine connection, soulmate connection, a soul contract, something like that. And it's like if you're sitting here in a peaceful energy, knowing your worth, just looking out over the horizon, eventually that will be coming into you. My light attracts light. So having peace often does exactly that. It attracts light for you. I'm being told to take this as well. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So that is your solar, your sacred chakra, sacral chakra. And sacral chakra is often about your feeling of self-worth. It's also about knowing your sexuality. It's also about knowing your creativity. It's that type of feel. So that was interesting how I was told that was there for you as well. Okay. And it's funny how it's the sacred temple on the bottom. And I was like going sacred instead of sacral. So yes, your sacral chakra. And right now, be very aware of it. Maybe do some sacral chakra meditation, but be aware that you keep that in balance. Your light will shine when it's meant to shine for the right people and the right person and the right situation. So you do not need to worry about this commitment any longer. It's done. It might have ended, okay? I know it sounds a bit harsh, but it's always a good thing. I'm being told to take Akashic Records for you now, and it's got the green, you see? I think that's why I'm being told to take it as guidance for you. So let us get some more guidance on this contract, commitment, situation. What can we tell? Well, you are worthy. Remember that. You are worthy. It's all about you. This is your journey on today's path. Oh, my goodness. And this is an 11. The Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant. We've also got Archangel Michael. And he is your protector. He is about bravery and courage, and he will stop things if it's meant to have been stopped. So remember what we read with the contract. It may have needed to be taken and stopped for a reason. Okay, you deserve better. You are worthy. This is your light needs to shine, and he will make sure of that, our beautiful Archangel Michael. And also we have balance again, interesting in reverse. The 7th of the swords, and again we've got this balance. We've got the look. Isn't that interesting? So I'm going to be very interested to read that in the reverse. And we have another card, the Lookout. You've been protected. It's looking out for you. And it's the number 17, and 1 and 7 is 8, and that's your infinity. So I will read all of these for you. I didn't expect so many to come out, but that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's have a little look. So, the Ark of the Covenant, first of all, number 11. The card represents a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. So there might be something legal that you are dealing with. Please remember your worth, okay? It can also show successfully working with professionals. More often it indicates you are living true to your own karmic contract. You are living true. Your worth, being in peace, you're worthy. It's gone on this line as well. Under my light attracts light. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. Facing your lessons of growth, working towards greater discoveries and bringing your unique contribution to the world. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. You're being protected from it with Archangel Michael, definitely. And if you want to remain balanced, so don't be pulled into anything, but I'll read that for you. So continue to work towards your higher purpose to uphold the sacred covenant you have to touch the world with your light. And there it is, your light, your light. Okay, it attracts light, your light. Touch the world with your light. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. All right, so let us then go to Seven of Forces. Which is in reverse. You may be out of balance in your life. Some difficult situation that has caused you to lose clarity and even power. This could also include stressful legal matters. Isn't that interesting? So this contract, this legal situation, remember what you're worth. Okay, remember who you are. Remember you're protected. There's very strong significance to this. I have to say, take the action needed to untie the situation bit by bit. This could include stressful legal matters or a situation that just seems unjust to you. You may feel all tied up in red tape but need to be proactive. Acquire good counsel, advice. The outcome may not go exactly as desired, but remember to keep your balance. Seek only justice. Release revenge and anger. You don't want your urgent attachment to create more difficult karma in this matter. And we heard this as well. So be very clear on what you know is your worth. You don't need to attach to this. On a personal level, it's a warning you to get centered and balanced again. Bring balance back to your diet, your physical exercise, and your mind. Consider how your choices and thoughts are going to impact your future in this life and in lifetimes to come. Take the actions that will set the scales back in balance, not just between you and others, but within your life as well. It's time for you to set things right again. When all things are balanced, the good energy you send out will attract great energy back to you. So it's about getting balanced again, okay? And we'll go back then to the lookout. It tells you to be on the lookout. There's a challenging situation around you. All right, so just trust that you are being protected on this. I'm very sorry to have to, but you are worthy. I think this is a very important message for somebody to hear. Okay, you are worthy. Keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. Keep your balance. And it does say where the lookout is looking, and the lookout is looking at Archangel Michael and at the covenant. So this is part of your destiny's path, and it's a learning and it's an understanding for you in some way. Okay, because Archangel Michael is here to give you his strength. This can be a cycle of increasing power for you as well. Trust your convictions, your power, and your resourcefulness. Trust it. Okay, so there we are. You have to be very aware that this is your power, your time, your creation. And, you know, Archangel Michael says very clearly, you know, you are... He heralds a time of great courage, force, initiative, and action. So don't delay. He's right there with you. Okay, with Michael and your own power, you can move mountains and lift yourself to new heights. You know, you can lift yourself up. You can find this peace. All right, so trust in this, my friend, whoever you are, or maybe it's still to come for you. But when it does, just know that it's going to be very clear for you. What am I being told? What am I being told? Okay, let's get Cozy Witch. Tarot as confirmation. Cozy Witch Tarot as our confirmation. Oh, there they are. Okay, so the situation, this contract situation, oh, straight away, there we are. All right, so we've got the Hierophant. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Temperance, let go of self-imposed limitation. And Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely you're going places. Now, all of those were in a reversal, but I could have, because I picked up the pack how I picked it up. No, they were just in a reversal. So we are going to have a little look at these because I think it's quite important. When we look at reversals, often they can be a bit, you know, worrying. But at the same time, they can also give us a little bit more insight because we've had the contract and balance in reverse on here as well. So I'm not surprised. So let's have a little look at our Hierophant, number 5. Which is about transformation. You may be following a path because it's what's expected of you. So remember your worth again. Remember your light attracts light. Remember what you want. Okay, remember what your soul contract is. Okay, so that is important. What makes you happiest, makes the decisions that make you feel authentic to you, and pay no mind to what other people have to say about it. We've also got Temperance in reverse. What makes you happy? Practicing extreme restriction. Have you been practicing extreme restriction or extreme excess? If so, try to bring some more balance back, about balance. And there we had our balance card in reverse. So you need to be working on your male and masculine and feminine energies right now. And the sacral chakra is a very important chakra to do that. You have your rooted, sacral, and your solar plexus. So that those lower chakras need to come back into balance in some way, you're being told. Incorporate it little by little until it eventually evens itself out. Okay, so just be aware of it. Just know that it's there for you to sort yourself out. When this hits, when you feel this situation happening, you'll know. You'll feel off balance. You must just get back into balance. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person has always been considered consistent, but that consistency has begun to become a tad boring. Know that it's okay to do things differently every once in a while. That's what sets you apart from others and creates a unique brand of success. All right. So what do you always do? Do you forget about who you are? Do you forget whether you're worthy? You know, that is important for yourself. Now, your higher self is telling you, you are worthy. You deserve. Okay. Please be aware of that. All right, let's just get these Astro cards as confirmation. Anything else on the situation? Please. Seeing through illusions. Energy awareness. Alchemical gifts. Powerful transmuter. The seer. The truth seeker. This is Master Saint Germain. And he is absolutely here alongside Archangel Michael for you. He's an ascended master. And he is showing you the truth of a situation where you need to know that you are the worthy one here. Okay, be very clear about that. The Raven. Okay, the Raven's my familiar as well. And they are very strong messengers. And they just travel through the shadow and in the light. And if you're feeling a little bit like that at the minute, it's because you just can't quite understand or see or have forgotten your worth, or know that this is only here to show you your worth. Okay, the truth and clarity in a situation, seeing through an illusion. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, there we go, pile number 3. I hope that has given you a little bit of a nice little guidance for this coming week. Well, this coming whenever. I think I might have said for in this coming week. We're on this 11-11 day, and so it's very important to get ourselves some beautiful guidance. And this is what Spirit is telling you. You are worthy. You picked now pile number 3. Remember that your light attracts light. I hope this has helped you. If it has, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you again soon. Bye.